Hey, Linda. Now, I'm here. I'm about to make me a smoothie. And on my Facebook, okay. So first off, with the smoothie, I showed you guys that I had got this from ShopRite. This is a crafted smoothie kit ready to blend, and it has bananas, mango, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, and kiwis. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this in my blender. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some more bananas. Now, one of the things that I noticed, like with me making like the smoothies and stuff, I prefer the fresh bananas better. Okay, because the fresh bananas they sweeter as opposed to the frozen bananas. But when I buy the fresh bananas, sometimes they get left. Okay, meaning I don't eat them right away. So got our bananas. And now I am going to add in some almond milk. And I had brought this. I had to check to see if this was still good. I don't know about the next person, but sometimes I tend to buy stuff I buy stuff on top of stuff. Okay. So meaning I buy this this is like a powder, a peanut butter powder. Okay. And then I go in and buy more peanut butter on top of this instead of using what I got. Honey, let me know in the comment section if you do the same exact thing. Okay. Now, I'm going to go and add this. I had to check this because I said, is this still good? I had this for a minute. Okay. And then it said October 2025. It expires. Okay. Now, let me just go ahead and add me one scoop. People be making... It's this girl, I forgot her name, but she's a YouTuber as well. And she was making some peanut butter dressing. I forgot the name of it. And that's what really got me to buy it. Chad. Honey, my phone done died. Okay. And I knew my phone, the percentage was low. Okay. I still just kept talking. So this smoothie is good. Although I had put some maple syrup in here. Honey, you can't even tell it's maple syrup up in here. So I was on my Facebook earlier today. And I had came across a post. Someone said that, and I normally don't do this, okay? But it was just interesting. They were saying that Marvin Sapp was like he was saying that he needed to raise, or they needed, the people of his congregation of his church need to give him 40,000. And he was having it where as though the church, the people, I guess like the ushers and stuff, for them not to let anybody out the church. Now, the first thing that came to my mind was, what if the members of the church don't have $40,000 to come up with? And I wonder if that's true, because sometimes people be saying, and you don't know if this stuff is true, but that's crazy. $40,000. And where the $40,000 going? So where the $40,000 supposed to go once they give him the 40,000? That's just very interesting to me, And this is like one of the reasons. I'm not gonna say this is like the full reasons, but I remember when after I had my spiritual awakening, one of the reasons why I didn't want to, talk so much. Now I talk about God, right? But I didn't want people to misconstrue, okay, when I talk about God. Like I ain't talking about nothing in no sky, okay? I'm not talking about nothing in no sky. I ain't talking about God coming to save you and all that other stuff. You have to save yourself. Okay? God worked through men. You have to save yourself. But that was one of the reasons, because I said everything, what. And there's no issue. Like if you part of religion and stuff like that, I always say you always have to do what works for you. Don't listen to people that says don't be part of religion and all this other stuff. Now I'm not part of religion. Just FYI. Somebody sent me a message the other day. Like, I thought you was a Christian. I don't know where they got that from. I never said I was a Christian. In fact, I don't like titles and labels on me. But I don't know where the person got that from. They talking about something. I thought you was a Christian. It was a video I did the other day. In this video, so some of the trends, okay, one of my mentors said, when there's a trend, especially on TikTok, they said, do the trend. That way you could bring people to your page or to your channel, whatever. And most of the trend starts off on TikTok. All the other platforms, they follow TikTok. And so I had did the trend. It was that song by, I think, Megan Thee Stallion and Gorilla. And, they be saying, F y'all, whatever it was. And so I did that trend. And this is the main reason I tell you guys, don't listen to people, These people out here, one moment they love you. Listen, you go based upon what people feel about you and their perception of you, child. You gonna be in for a doozy. Now this precious lady, I don't know her from a milk carton, but she about a week ago I was good in the neighborhood. Yeah, I was all good a week ago. Honey, I did that trend. She said, and what got me, she wanted me to explain myself to her. I said, what gives you the right to ask me to explain myself? Like, who the heck are you? Right? So I did the trend. And she said, here it is. I thought you was a Christian. I never said I was a Christian. I never said that I was any of those things. And it's so funny because how you could be judging other people, right? And I'm not judging Marvin Sapp. I don't even know if the story is true, okay? But you could be judging other people and the same, you pointing the finger at them. Oh, they did this, they did that, and then 3 fingers pointing right back at you. But back to this lady. I didn't know this lady from a can of paint. And what really got me was the audacity The nerve of her to say, for me to explain myself to her. I didn't understand it. I said, maybe she thinks she's like, I don't know. But she said, that wasn't the whole message. Let me tell you the whole message, what she said to me on one of my videos. She said, here, I thought you was a Christian. And you did that video the other day. She said, I was calling people names. I don't know. This lady must be seeing something. I don't know. She said, here you are. I thought you was a Christian. And then you over here, you did a video calling people names. And it looked like you was on drugs. I said, drugs? Honey, I'm scared to smoke weed, let alone drugs. What drugs she was talking about? I said, drugs? But did I respond to her? I don't think I did. But what really got me, she said, after she said, you want to explain yourself? Oh, I did say something back. I said, yeah, I do one better. And I got her up off of there. The moment you start, like when you guys say certain compliments and stuff like that, I appreciate the compliments, right? But you got to be mindful when you are seeking compliments. You got to be very mindful because it's like a pendulum, right? And I remember I used to hear people say this. You got to be like the pendulum, like the book, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. In his book, one of the things he says is, when people tell you, oh, Don, I love you so much. You is like, you are an angel. He said the next day they'll call you a devil. They'll call you a demon. So you can't be so caught up on, taking other people's opinion of you and making it face value, because if you are attention seeker, a person that's continuously seeking validation, guess what? That people will tell you all the stuff you want to hear today, as long as you are cooperating with them in their belief system. Honey, step out of their belief system. Okay? Do something different than what they expect of you. You will go from an angel to a demon in no time. Okay? So you can't be so fixated on receiving compliments from other people. It's just an add-on. Don't you dare allow that to be, your be-all, because the moment you allow that, oh, they said this about me, they said that about me. The moment you do that, honey, they'll be talking about you like nobody business. Yeah, that's what the lady said. I said, what? And then was like, could you explain yourself? Me explain myself to you? What? Honey. And I think that's like one of the issues, because so many times people that are, I don't necessarily want to say really. Yeah, some people that's religious, they tend to frown up at what other people do. And, it's so funny and crazy, because the things that they frown up about what other people do, sometimes they be doing it. Or they have done it. Or, and this is another thing that I learned to be true. When people are extremely hard on themselves, honey, they're going to be even harder on you. Okay, so you can't be out in these streets taking things personal. Nothing that is about you. Okay, now I told you guys, several stories. Okay. Where so one day the people there be saying, oh, you the best person in the world. The next day is something different. I had a guy on Facebook, and I guess he was new. So I've been on Facebook. Yes, hypocrite. I've been on Facebook for a little minute. And when I post certain things, some of the guys, they say certain things, never disrespectful. Okay, the ones who've been who I say my Facebook family, they never disrespectful. Okay, so it was this one guy. He had seen how the thread up under my video was going. So he took it upon himself. He was saying, oh, how beautiful and stuff I was, right? And then he said, I guess for me to send, I don't know what it is with guys saying, send me a message or hit my DM. I don't understand it. First of all, if you are a real man, in my opinion, you're not asking her to hit your DM. Okay, you will send her a message or whatever, but you're not asking her. That gives me little boy vibes. Okay, for you to ask her, send me a DM, send me a message. I don't understand that, but anyway. So this older guy, and he was older, and said to me to send him a message or something, or hit his inbox. When I see messages like that, I just look at them and I just act like they don't exist. And so the next day, or a few days later, I did a video, and he was like, "With your boy-headed self." Said, what? You just was telling me to hit your dick. See, that's why you can't go based upon what people, these compliments. Don't you dare get yourself caught up. Okay? Honey, he said, with your boy-headed self. I said, boy-headed, damn, the other day I was just a Nubian queen. Now today you saying I'm boy-headed? Honey, you fool with these people if you want to, okay? They'll be calling you all types of stuff. That's why you have to know exactly who you are. Because if you don't, okay, you'll feed into their crap. You'll go back and forth with them. But when you know who you are, that has nothing to do with you, but everything to do with him. Honey, it's been real like Holyfield. I got to use the bathroom. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.